TV. My name is Marie-France Fojo, and this afternoon we're bringing you comprehensive coverage of the President's State of the Nation address, which he will be delivering in a couple of hours. And before he can even speak, we have various groups and individuals making demands as to what they expect the President to say. We have groups like ASAP asking him to touch on what exactly is happening with the country's power supply. And we have groups like NAGRA, which is the National Association of Graduate Teachers, asking for some more highlight and clarification on how the free SHS policy will be rolled out in the coming academic year. But as expected, this address is a constitutional obligation for the President to speak before a session of Parliament and before the dissolution of Parliament. He will be giving us an overview of what the running of the country will look like for the next 4 years whilst he is President. We expect to hear him highlight on issues concerning COVID-19 and its. Listen to what he says we should expect when the President delivers his State of the Nation address.
Now, President Akufo-Addo and the executive branch commence full work this week after completing a 3-day cabinet retreat to sign off on the key priorities of his second-term administration. As you would recall, the President swore in members of the central government on Friday night, about 28 ministers of state, and immediately afterwards, he commenced this 3-day cabinet retreat, I think on Saturday morning, right after the Independence Day celebration. The retreat gave the President's representatives at the various ministries, many of whom now became substantive ministers, and then those who were actually designated as ministers who also became ministers. It gave them the opportunity to report on the developments across the ministries, departments, and agencies. It also afforded the President an opportunity to outline his policy priorities for the second term as we prepare for the State of the Nation's address, which is slated for tomorrow at 1 p.m., and then the 2021 budget, which is slated for Friday. Now, as ministers commence work on Tuesday, the immediate focus of the second term agenda includes 1, winning the fight against the COVID-19 situation in Ghana. 2, implementing a robust economic recovery program. The second specifically has to do with the budget 2021 and the State of the Nation's address 2021. And in these two major activities that are slated for this week, you'll notice that the President is prioritizing the post-COVID recovery program as one of his major focal points ahead of the State of the Nation address and the budget address. As you will recall, Ghana was on a smooth rise between 2017 and 2020, improving in various areas: GDP growth, macroeconomic stability, and specific development programs, until we were hit by COVID just around this time last year. The effect of the pandemic has been, among other things, a sharp reversal in the macroeconomic and fiscal gains that we were making up until that point. Now, this week, as I mentioned earlier, government has 2 major events that are expected to kick off the 2021 program. The first, State of the Nation address, slated for 1 p.m. tomorrow to be delivered by the President. And then the 2021 economic policy and budget statement
past 2 p.m. So that should be happening shortly from Parliament. But he mentioned that key among these will be the COVID-19